We are at the entrance of the original Hocking Hills Adventures. So we are going to visit the Riverside campgrounds later. That is a completely rustic campground. There is no electricity down there at all. But we're going to go up to check-in the go-karts and the fun center. And there is camping up here that has plugs, and there is water available at the office. So I was able to fill my freshwater tank, and I am plugged in. And there is also a dump. So when I'm done here, I can dump our sewage before we leave. So as we come in, we're going to follow the check-in go-karts fun center, and we're going to go down the road, and you see it's a dead end, so that's nice. And I'll show you as we get up here. There's quite a steep hill you do have to go up with your camper. So as we go around the corner up here, we will see what that looks like, and then I will pause this so that when we get to the top you can see what's going on. But you can see there's a sign over here, Riverside Campground check-in. So everyone has to come back here to check in because the office is back here. And then you can see the sign, Hocking Hills Family Fun Center, go-karts. So you make this turn, and here's the driveway into the actual campground and fun center area. And as you can see, you go up this hill, and it is quite a ways up it to the top. We are about halfway up the driveway. You can see that the highway is over to the left as you come up the driveway. It's behind those trees. It is close, but as we get higher, we'll see how far away the camping is. And then here's what's left of the driveway as we progress up. Okay, we've almost reached the top, so that's looking down. And again, to our left, there's the highway. And then as we come around, this is what's left of going up. The first campgrounds are over to the right. And then as we come up to the top, you can see that they have a big billboard. Right now it says River Cleanup, but it has been changing. There it changed again, Get on the River. And then you can see from up here where the highway is. Okay, we are all the way at the top. Let's look down over the highway, and as we come around, try to go slow here. There's our billboard. This is the go-kart track, and we'll look at that as we make our loop. And as we come around to the entrance, the office is back there. And then there is camping here as we come all the way back around to the driveway. As we walk along the entrance to where we pull in to check in, this is the go-kart track. And then up here there's a small store. There's some things available inside of it. I did go in yesterday just to look around a little bit. It's also the check-in office at the back of it. And then in front of me is Putt-Putt. As we look back across from the office, see there is a dump station over here with water to rinse. It's not water to fill your freshwater tank. That is located next to the office. We are now up by the office. So this is where you would check in. And then over here on the side, if you pull your trailer up next to the cement pad, there is a white hose in the back, and you can reach from there to your camper and fill your freshwater tank. There are also bathrooms located there. And then there's another set of mobile bathrooms over here. As we continue forward, there is a putt-putt course, and we'll get a little closer to that. This campground does offer kayak and canoe adventures. There are several different packages available on their website. We'll see how the weather holds up, if I'm able to take part in any of that during the short amount of time that we're going to be here. Still looking at the putt-putt. As we come in on the road, there's a pavilion off to the right. and picnic tables and fire rings. And then as we come around the corner, there's going to be a second pavilion, and there are cabins. They do offer cabin camping here as well. So there are several small cabins in the woods, and then here is the second pavilion. And then there are a couple of cabins that are a little bit larger as we get further back. We are now on the other side of the putt-putt course. You're able to see as much of it as possible. And I am walking along the main road that will take us back to the majority of the electric camping. Again, this is up by the Fun Center. This is not their rustic campground. We will take a look at that in a separate video. So as we go along, you can see there's that second pavilion again and some of the cabins that are available. As we finish passing the putt-putt, you can see there's also a splash pad behind the office. It's currently off, but it's also very early in the morning. And then we are still working our way down the main road towards the campers. There are cabins still. So as we enter the clearing, there are more cabins available and an open area. There is a path back there that does drop pretty steep, but goes down to a road. There may be a way to cut through to the rustic campground back there, but it was quite steep, too steep for my dog. As you see, we're reaching some of the camping. And this road goes down and loops around, and then it's all camping available as we reach back towards the back of the office. We have entered the camping area where there are people tent camping. And that is our trailer in front of us. And then you'll be able to look around the corner. There are porta-johns back here, people who did not have water on board. And again, this is the electrical section. There are gray dump areas sporadically located around the campground. So gray water holding tank, non-hazardous liquid waste only, no sewage. There are several of these located around the campground. These are some of the empty campsites at the moment. You can see that they overlook everything. We're nice and high here with lots of room on the campsites. I did make the mistake of backing the trailer in yesterday and had to rehook it and move it. I could not reach my electrical. Almost all of the trailers are parked sideways. You can see that the electrical is double-sided. So depending on which campsite you have would determine which way you pull in. So when I hook up, I will just pull straight forward to go out. So this is our campsite. And as we come in, you can see that it's nice and big. There are fire rings and picnic tables. And then if we come to the back of it, we'll be able to see that it is nicely shaded back here. It does drop off quite a bit. That path I was saying was too steep for the dog is located down here. So you'll be able to see that it's way down there. And there is a road down there that is the road that we come in on to get to the rustic campground. If we continue forward past our camper, you can see there are other people camping. And then it just loops around this ring.